All right, guys, I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties. I had to hop out of the old stream and now hopping on a new stream. Hopefully, you guys will rejoin this new stream. Sorry for the all the technical difficulties. Hopefully, the connection is a little bit better now. I hope that you guys will join me on this very new stream. Sorry about that, guys. Go ahead and keep asking me any question you want, and I'll be here to answer all your guys' questions. Let's have fun. Frank, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for hopping on this new stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties, my friend. And like I said, as you guys are asking your questions, I'm going to continue trying to do research of trying to do more research of the live call-ins so we can have some live callers in today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this new live stream. I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Hopefully, you guys will join this new stream with better connection. That is on me. Philip says, "Keek down." I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you joining this new stream. Keep asking your questions. Keep making your comments. Like I said, I'm going to continue trying to do more research here. I'm trying to do some live call-ins. I really want to do some live call-ins. I really want you guys to be able to hear people do their live call-ins as well. If you're joining this new stream for me, thank you so much. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties I had on the original stream. For some reason, YouTube was getting all wonky on me, so I kind of had to switch over and start a whole new brand new stream so I can have better connection for you guys. So I do appreciate you guys hopping on to this new live stream. Continue the conversation. Let's have a good time on this Friday evening. Continue to ask your questions. Continue to make your comments. I'll get to them as soon as possible. Thoughts on the Bears adding D Hop? Do the Bears have enough cap room? I think the Bears have enough cap room, but the question is there's a couple of questions. Do the Bears actually want D Hop, and does D Hop actually want the Chicago Bears? I feel like the Bears have more than enough weapons for Justin Fields. Of course, adding D Hop would be absolutely dynamic, but I think at this point in time, DeAndre Hopkins is looking for a team that can win the Super Bowl as soon as this year. So I'd probably say no on D Hop. Philip says, "Are you concerned at all about the Bears' special teams, punt return, field goal kicking, such an important part of the game overlooked?" Yeah, absolutely. I think the special teams. I think we added a couple of guys. I'm not going to make the special teams a whole lot better. Um, I, Cairo Santos kind of concerns me a little bit. I feel like he is a solid kicker, but he did have some extra point issues, making those extra points. And then, in terms of you want to kick a long field goal, like 50, I think it's like 55 plus yards, he struggles. So we'll see. Yes, congrats to DJ Moore. He is having child number 2 as soon as this week, I believe. So congrats to DJ Moore. Make sure you guys go show him a lot of love. Marco C says, "Love your job. Congratulations." Yes, thank you for that. I'm not sure. I love making Bears videos. Um, this is something that I really enjoy doing, and this is something that I want to keep building and keep growing this platform. And I know that you guys enjoy my input, so I appreciate your guys' love and support of the channel as well. Someone asked, is edge still a huge concern for the Bears? I think they're going to go into training camp with the edge rushers we have on the roster, and we're going to see what happens. I think it's not a huge concern, but we'll see what Ryan Poles does. Philip says, who will stand out in your opinion on the defensive line? I think I'm keeping a big close eye on DeMarcus Walker. Super excited for DeMarcus Walker. And I think one of the rookies, Javon Dexter is definitely a guy to keep an eye on. But I think DeMarcus Walker is that one guy that I'm really excited for. Marco says, any news on the opportunity to trade for Chase Young? No news on that quite yet. Like I said, I think the Ryan Poles and the Bears, what their plan is they're going to go into training camp with who they have on the roster, right? And I think once they figure out what's going on with that situation, then they may be more active adding another guy. What's going on, King Booker World? Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Appreciate you being here. All right, Bears fans, we're going to do another test just real quick of the Bluetooth and see if you guys can now hear or you guys can't hear it. But I'm going to go ahead and see. Can anyone hear that? Man, that is a bummer. That is really a bummer. I'll figure out, Bears fans. It's all right. Eventually, we will have live call-ins, and I'll figure it out. I'm going to do a lot of work on trying to figure this out so we can do live call-ins. Keep asking your questions. Keep asking your questions, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. I do appreciate you guys' feedback on the show, and let me know if you can hear or not. I do appreciate that. Sports from the Trenches says Justin throws for 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 picks. He is the MVP. I'm not sure if that will get Justin Fields the MVP, but it'll be a damn good season for him. Nano CBD says DeAnthony Jones is a baller. Don't sleep on the rookie. He was a turnover machine last year in Houston. Baller. Yes, I'm excited for him. I've been hearing a lot of good things about the DeAnthony Jones. So we'll see. We'll see. Jesse James says, is the guy we signed from Africa still around? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who you're talking about. If you can give me a name, I'm kind of blanking on who you're talking about. Now, CB says, can the Bears have 3 1,000-yard backs and 3 1,000-yard receivers? That would be damn impressive. I'm not sure if if it's going to be possible for the running backs. I feel like there's just a lot of competition in the backfield. And even with the receivers, that's going to be really tough. Maybe there can be one guy that has over 1,000 yards. Maybe the next guy can have maybe about like 650 to 700 yards. But having three guys get over 1,000 yards each would be absolutely crazy. What's going on, Ron? Bear down to you as well. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Matthew Brown says, to Nano CBD says, nope, because the offense would be the best offense in the league. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's like Madden stuff. In Madden, you can probably do that, get that done. But in real life, that would be absolutely insane. Sports from the Trenches says, will Bears make playoffs? It could be a possibility. We will have to wait and see. I think the Bears are an improved football team. I think the NFC North is technically wide open until someone proves otherwise. But it should be fun. I think the Bears maybe could sneak in, maybe as the 6-7 seed. We'll have to wait and see. Ramen Arcia, Justin will have a huge breakout season. I agree. He's been putting in a lot of work. I think with Justin Fields, it's just about going out there and doing it now, right? We've seen the videos, we've seen what everyone has to say about him. Not only Bears coaches, but people from around the league. Justin Jefferson just came out and said really nice things about Justin Fields as well. So it's gonna be fun to watch Justin Fields play this year, because now you have the added dynamic of him as a thrower possibly, and he can still run the football very well, right? So he's gonna be an overall, to me, really good quarterback this year. Nano CBD says, Bears going to the NFC Championship game. Book it. I bet on JF1 winning MVP at 25-1. Yeah, there's been a lot of bets on Justin Fields winning MVP. I almost did it when I was in Tahoe a couple of times, but I was probably just a little bit too drunk to even think properly to actually make a bet. So I ended up not putting a bet. Philip says, bold prediction. Justin Fields will be a top 5 finalist for MVP. Yeah, that's a really good prediction. Justin Fields did actually get some MVP votes last season. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was definitely in the conversation after this year. Frank says, Tyreek Stevenson, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, that's definitely a guy to keep an eye on. I think, I'm not sure if you guys saw my video a couple weeks ago, but the pre-predictions for the all-rookie team had Tyreek Stevenson on actually that list. So it's one of those things that anybody can win that award. If he has a breakout season, he can easily come out on the scene and be really good for the Bears this year. Matthew Brown says, does Fields have 5,000 yards in passing and rushing yards together? I think that's more of a reasonable expectation that we can consider. Because, if Justin Fields throws for 3,500 yards or maybe even 3,800 yards, maybe if he gets to 4,000 yards, and then, maybe he's still dominant on the ground as well. I don't think Justin Fields is going to run a lot, but I think he still will run. I think it's going to be a big part of his offense. Why not? Nano CBD is right on point. I think the key for Justin Fields is the offensive line. If the sacks are down, it gives Justin Fields time to throw. I think he will dissect a lot of football teams. I think that just goes for any quarterback. If a quarterback doesn't have time to throw, they will struggle unless you're a guy like Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is like one of those guys that he's just a magician, right? He just makes things happen. But other than that, you need time to throw. Nano CBD says, will the Bears lead the league in point differential? That's another possibility. I'm hoping the defense with the improvement is that they can give Justin Fields shorter fields. I think that's like an underrated stat that people don't really consider. When you look back at like the Jay Cutler days, that defense was so good that they gave Jay Cutler short fields. It made it easier for Jay Cutler to get things done. So that's a hidden stat that people don't think about. We need our defense to be improved, and that will help Justin Fields be better as well. keep bringing your Bears questions. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you're just now joining the live stream, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you're also staying connected with every single social media platform to stay connected with All Geek on the Mic News as well. And once again, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, you won't have a chance to enter the massive giveaway that I'll be doing at the beginning of August. You have to be a subscriber to enter, so I recommend subscribing right now. I love the stream right now. I'm not answering everything. I'm kind of reading through. There's a lot of comments coming in, but I am reading. I can see some certain people are in here, and I'm monitoring. And I feel like some people need to be careful. Obviously who they're talking to. I think there's some people in here that don't know correlations. Maybe for example, there's a family member of mine in here talking, and he doesn't know. Sports from the trenches. This is what everyone needs to realize. I really like this comment. This is my favorite comment of the day, actually. He says, we're going to let the season talk for us. And I agree. Let the season talk for us. I think that's the best way to go about things. That's the best way to do it. I think whatever happened last season was last season. Rather you won a division, or maybe you got second place and went 9-8 and you're on a high, right? You have to let the season talk for you, right? But now we're in a new season. So we'll see. That's like me and my dad. The funny thing, that would be like me and my dad riding high from 2018. Like, yeah, we went 12-4. Yeah, we got expectations, but we lost. We didn't get it done, right? So, we season by season now, right? So Ron Renarsi says the Bears have the best online. I think the Bears have a lot of potential on the offensive line. I wouldn't call it the best, but they have pieces that could be really good. Nano CBD says the Bears are plus 400 to win the NFC North. I'm betting that too. Yeah, I think it's smart. I think it's a smart bet to bet the Bears. I'm just saying. I think it'd be smart. Because the thing is, like, about football players in general, they'll talk all this talk and say, it's time to win, but you have to go out there and do it, right? That goes for every team. Every team has the same mindset every year. And how I look at it every year, even if we sweep someone, even if we lose to someone, I think for me, it's always been like, did you win the big game? And at the end of the season, there's one winner. There's one winner and a whole lot of losers. So that's how I look at it. Because obviously I live in an area too where I'm surrounded by very annoying fan bases. I'm talking about the Raiders. I'm talking about the 49ers. I hear it all the time, right? Um, they're like, the Bears suck. The Bears this. And the Bears, they do suck right now. We're still a rebuilding team. We're getting there, right? Every team goes through their stages where we have to build. But I always ask them, did you win the big game? And they can't answer the question because they didn't win the big game. You know what that means? That means they're in the same situation as the Bears. They're losers. What's going on, Michael? Thank you so much for joining the live stream. It's awesome that you're finally able to come join the live. I really, really appreciate it. You said, would like to get your feelings on if our boy Sewell will push Sanborn to get some reps. I think this is a really good question. Something I asked my dad. My dad and I have a lot of conversations. A lot of my inspiration actually comes from my dad. I have to give him a lot of credit. He's the big reason why I am a Bears fan, but we have a lot of conversations. And my dad thinks, I'm going to give him his credit here. He thinks that Sewell is going to be turned into an edge rusher. He has a lot of experience at Oregon playing Oregon, yeah, playing the edge position. And he thinks that on passing downs, he's going to go after the quarterback. So that's going to be interesting to see. So I'm not necessarily sure if he's going to take reps from Sanborn. He may take reps from Travis Gibson or Dominique Robinson, but we'll see how they use him. Frank says, "I hope we sign Yannick." Me too. Me too. I think Yannick would be a good pickup. And Nano CBD says, "Props to Papa Keek." They're calling him Papa Keek. Yeah, I guess that's accurate. You can call him Papa Keek if you want to. We're gonna have to bring my dad out here on the live stream. I think that would be fun. I know a lot of people always ask, like, "Hey, where's your dad at?" Oh man, the chat is hilarious tonight. I'm just letting you guys handle it. It's just funny. It's just funny. Sports from the Trenches said, if Claypool has 1,200 yards, do you think they re-sign him? Absolutely. Come on now, that's simple. If Chase Claypool balls out, of course you give him an extension. Philip asked, did you hear possible interest in the Bears trading for Danielle Hunter? I think there's always that possibility. I think Ryan Poles is always going to keep the options open for anybody that's available. Chase Young, Danielle Hunter. It doesn't matter if it's a free agent. It doesn't matter if it's a trade candidate. I think any way that he can make the team better, he's going to do it. Sports from the Trenches added to his question. So over Mooney, this is going to be a tricky part for Ryan Poles. If both guys have big years, what does Ryan Poles do? Does he sign both? Does he let one walk? I think it's going to be easier for Ryan Poles if one guy has a big year and one guy has a mid-year. Then it's going to be an easier decision for him. But we'll see what he does. Dennis Mooney said, how about DeAnthony Jones at edge? We've been hearing a lot about DeAnthony Jones. Let's see if he has a strong camp. Let's see if he has a strong training camp. Let's see if he has a strong preseason. Let's see if he can claim a spot on this roster. Interested to see. Matthew Brown says, let Claypool walk and pick up the comp pick. That's definitely an option. I have a lot of hope for Chase Claypool, though. I think there's been a lot of shit talking about Chase Claypool. I think he's going to get it done. Yeah, Philip, you're absolutely correct. The wide receiver draft class next year is crazy deep. So I think Ryan Poles wouldn't be stressing out, especially with 2 first-round picks, if one of the guys didn't pan out. Sports from the Trenches says, the only way I let either of them walk is if we have our chances of Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, absolutely. If Marvin Harrison Jr. is available, but you're going to have to be a top 2 pick to make sure you get him. So we'll see how that goes, but it may be a long shot to get a guy like that. If you're just now joining the live stream, thank you so much. It's a Friday night Q&A. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms to stay connected with every single bit of Keek on the Mic news. And make sure you share the channel with every single Bears fan, NFL fan that you know. All fans are welcome on the channel. Yes, Nano CBD, JF1, and Luke Getsy has spoken highly of Chase Claypool. I think Claypool is ready to go. I think it's going to be a big year for him as well. We have a lot of weapons, Keep the comments coming. We're having a good time here on the Friday night live stream on Keek on the Mic. I appreciate all you guys being here. Love doing this. We'll continue building Keek on the Mic. You guys are all a part of the Keek on the Mic family now. It's going to be a fun season for the Chicago Bears. Ron Minarski coming with all the bold takes. Says the Bears are going to beat Kansas City and shock the NFL. You know, I like to say any given Sunday, but that's going to be a tough game. We have to admit that's the defending Super Bowl champions. They still have Patrick Mahomes. Hey, I'm all here for it though. I love the confidence. I love my team, and we'll have to wait and see. Bear down to you as well, Johanna Quinley. If anyone wants to know, that actually is my mother. If you see Johanna Quinley or Kiata Quinley, those are my parents supporting the channel. So make sure you show some love and respect to them as well. Sports from the Trenches says, you got to do more lives. That's the plan. The plan is to do hopefully 2 to 3 live streams a week. They're going to be Q&As. It's going to be a chance for you guys to come in. Once I get the live call situation figured out, you guys will be able to call in as well. So the plan is to do more lives. Philip, I appreciate you. He said, hi, parents. You have a great son. I appreciate that. I think they will definitely agree. Daniel Green says, it's crazy how everyone is doubting us this year. If our defense can pinch somebody sometimes, our offense should be elite. Why shouldn't we win this year? I think that's the big thing. You hit it right on the nose. If the defense is improved, the offensive line is improved, and Justin Fields takes that expected jump, the Bears will be a pretty good football team. Ron says, I'll be doing lives too soon. I can't wait to watch it, Ron. Sports from the Trenches said, I would love to come on. I start a page too. Yeah, absolutely. I always welcome different people come on the show. I think it's always a good time to collaborate with anybody. I'm loving the chat tonight, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'm here to answer questions, interact with you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Nano CBD still sticking with his guns, 15-2. He says Bears 8-0 at home and 7-2 on the road. Book it. See, Nano CBD, that's all you, man. I think it's good for you to stand your stance. You're confident, right? I love it. Philip says live call-ins will be great. Bear down and FGB. Yeah, absolutely. Once I get the live call-in situation figured out, I'll let you guys know firsthand, and we'll take a bunch of call-ins. It'll be a great time. And call-ins will even be when I go live for game days as well. I'll let you guys call in during halftime, give your opinion on the games. Even after the games, if the Bears win or lose, give your opinions on the Bears games as well. So it's going to be a good time once I get the live call-ins figured out. Like I said, I think for me personally, I'm not gonna sit here and say the Bears are going 15-2. I think my low for them right now would be 7 wins. And I think my ceiling for right now is 10. I'm gonna stick with 10 wins for the Bears. That's a ceiling though. Craig, how you doing, my man? It says, Bear down. Chicago Bears are making the playoffs this year. Love to hear it. Now CD says, Bears worst to first. I'm worried about Santos. Yeah, I think Santos should be worried. They did bring in the kicker, that extra young kicker, for competitions. We'll see how that works out. Sports from the Trenches says 11-6. That would be a good record for the Bears. Definitely a reasonable record too, especially if you're looking at the schedule as well. It's not as daunting. There's some games that we can definitely win. There's some games that we could definitely lose. But at the end of the day, everyone has to play. That's the fun thing about the NFL. It's any given Sunday, everyone has to play. And whatever you did last season, that's what you did last season. Now it's a new season. Just remember, Bears fans, the reason why I'm not trying to be so cocky is because there was a year where the Bears went 12-4. We had all the expectations in the world, and the next season we went 8-8. I think we still made the playoffs, but we were decent. All the expectations went out the window once we went 8-8. It was actually very disappointing. King Booker Roll says if JF1 takes a step forward, 7-9 wins. If JF takes a leap, 10-12 wins. Yes, I think if Justin Fields takes a small leap, right, a small step forward, then yeah, the wins will go up a little bit. But if Justin Fields takes that massive leap that we expect him to, with the improved offensive line, with more weapons on the outside, even with the improved defense, hopefully, I could definitely see the Bears being around even like 9, 10, maybe high 11 wins. Zero Cool says we need Club Dub back open. That was good times watching Club Dub. It was always a good time. Now CBD says Matt Nagy was a horrible coach. Sorry to say. Yeah, Matt Nagy, it's all done with now. It is what it is. They did set us back for a while, but now we're on a good path. So that's the past. Matthew Brown says if they start 4-1, stay healthy, I think it could snowball and could win up to 12. Yeah, and then you look at the schedule. You open up with Green Bay, that's definitely a winnable game. Then you travel to Tampa Bay, that's a winnable game. The first game where I'm really concerned is obviously the Chiefs. Then you come back home, play the Broncos. That's definitely a winnable game depending on the situations. The Bears could possibly start out 3-1, maybe 2-2 at worst. That's just trying to be optimistic and realistic at the same time. So we'll just have to wait and see. And that, once again, I'm going to repeat this until I'm blue in the face. That's why I love the football, and that's why I love all fan bases, because it's all right to talk mess and talk trash, but at the end of the day, your team has to prove it. And the funny thing is that we don't play the game. We're all sitting here talking mess, but we're not suiting up for the Bears or for any team that you support. So it just depends. We just have to watch and play the game. MC Fact says, what role does Getsy play in all of this? What does Getsy need to do as OC and as a play caller? I think cater to the player's skill sets, right? Like he was doing with Justin Fields. When we went into that Monday night matchup against the Patriots, prior to that, we weren't playing a Justin Fields skill set. Now we have a full offseason. Justin Fields has more command of Luke Getsy's offense. We added more weapons around Justin Fields. That's going to help Luke Getsy as a play caller. Just continue to play to the player's strengths. It's simple as that. So if Luke Getsy can do that, the Bears should be fine. Zero Cool said, I'll be at the Tampa game. Tampa has so many Bears fans there too. It's going to be a home game for us. Yeah, that's the thing. The Bears fans travel. The Bears, it doesn't matter where the Bears are going to be. It's going to be a Bears home game. That's what I love about this fan base. Everyone's so passionate about the Bears. Matthew Brown says Getsy needed better players. Yes, you always need. It's all about the system. It's about making sure you have the right pieces around you. Luke Getsy was kind of had his hands tied, and that's why you saw Justin Fields getting a lot of designed runs. It's gonna still be a lot of designed Justin Fields runs, but at the same time, now he has more around Justin Fields to work with. So there's no excuse from Luke Getsy now. Kyle Waddle, thanks so much for joining. I love you too, man. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm really excited for the season, Bears fans. I really am. I think we've been talking so much. It's just time to go out there and get it done. I think for the Bears don't have expectations, and that's what's fun about it, because when a team doesn't have expectations, you could just play lax. You could play loose and go out there and just have fun and play the game. MC Fact, I believe Getsy's offense is that wide zone scheme. It's what the San Francisco 49ers run. So that's why it's very similar. It actually fits Justin Fields' skill set. So it's going to be a lot of that RPOs, trying to get into play action, running the football. Obviously, running backs are a huge deal in this offense. Hopefully, getting more of the tight ends involved as well. So it's going to be fun. Craig says, happy to see Justin Fields improving. Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see Justin Fields improving. He's definitely getting better each year. So we're going to see. Rick Kelly says, will Jack Sanborn or Noah Sewell start? I'm still wondering. You missed my question. I'm so sorry, Rick Kelly. There's a lot of comments in the on the chat. But I think it's going to be Jack Sanborn. I think he just has a little bit more experience. I'm not saying that Noah Sewell can't learn and get there, but I think Noah Sewell is going to be used in different ways. I truly feel like that Noah is going to be used more as an edge rusher, so it's going to be exciting. Excited for Jack Sanborn, too. KO Sports Talk, bear down to you as well, my man. I appreciate you. Keeg, what is your opinion on carrying 3 QBs? Well, I don't. I think we're gonna only keep 2. I don't think there's really no point in keeping 3 QBs. Maybe there's some certain situations where you may need to keep 3, but I don't. There's no really reason to keep it. Thank you guys so much for all the comments. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. Keep them coming. Craig McQueen says, do you think running back Johnson will start this year? There's definitely a strong possibility. That's going to be definitely a competition in camp to keep an eye on. Super looking forward to that. Right now, I'm going to give it to Khalil Herbert, but Johnson can definitely be in the conversation for starting as soon as this year. And the cool thing about Johnson too is that he has quarterback experience as well. So he was like on an interview saying that he sees the field differently than other running backs. So I think that gives him an added advantage too. KL Sports Talk says we're definitely going to be problems for a lot of teams this upcoming season. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm not saying people are going to overlook us because I don't think they will. I think they know the potential of this Bears offense and Justin Fields, so they're going to come in ready to go. But I think the Bears should make a lot of noise this year. Daniel Green said, Jordan who? That should be a good game, Bears fans. I'm not overlooking Jordan Love or the Green Bay Packers, but I think it's gonna be a fun game. I think it's a good game to start out week 1. We got the Bears and Packers without Aaron Rodgers, so it should be fun. Let's keep this live stream going. Keep asking your questions. Keep making your comments. I really do appreciate all the engagement on today's podcast. Once again, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, Bears fans. I'm doing a massive giveaway starting the beginning of August. More details will soon come. I'm giving away a signed Mike Singletary jersey, a signed Richard Dent, Kick on the Mic shirts, hats, and much, much more. The only problem is that if you're not a subscriber to the channel, you're not going to win anything. So I want to make sure I'm giving away these prizes. I'm just some loyal Kick on the Mic listeners. Super happy to do that for you guys. You guys have been loyal. You guys are always there riding with me. So I noticed the loyal listeners. I noticed the people that are always commenting on the channel. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. Romanarski, yes, FGB. I love that saying. I know there's shirts out there that say FGB. I believe I have something. I have a sweater that I usually wear when it gets a little bit colder. And it just says Green Bay sucks. It's fun, It's fun to have that talk mess to other football teams. That's the fun about being an NFL fan. Kyle Waddle says, do you think they are ready to move on from Arlington or just upset about the high taxes and working on a better deal? I'm not sure what's going on with that situation. I know that Kevin Warren has a lot in store. I think we're going to have one of the better stadiums in the NFL, so it's going to be really exciting when it's all said and done. This is obviously still years in the making, so we're just have to wait and see, but I have a lot of trust in Kevin Warren. Same KO Sports Talk. I just want the season to start too. I'm even excited for training camp as well, because I think that's when the pads come on. That's when things start getting serious. Daniel Green says, do you think we blow Green Bay out game one? No, I don't think we blow them out. I think we will end up winning that game. I'm not going to give a score prediction or anything, but I think it's going to be a good game, but I think the Bears will win. I think the offense will come out guns and blazing. Yeah, it's gonna be a really good game, Bears fans. I think it's that game's going to be intense too, because we're going to be playing in the afternoon primetime window. And this is the first game without Aaron Rodgers, so there's a lot of pressure not only on Justin Fields but Jordan Love as well, because Jordan Love has to be that guy not to lose to the Chicago Bears after the domination that Aaron Rodgers has done to us for all these years, right? So it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a fun game. I appreciate you, Nano. See you next time. Yeah, same here at KO Sports Talk. I'm glad that the Tefil is retired too, man. Oh my God. He was so bad. I think that was a big win for the Chicago Bears. If you have any last minute questions for me before I hop off this live stream, go ahead and ask your last minute questions, or if you have any last minute comments for me before I hop off. Philip says Bears 31, Cheeseheads 20. Win number one. I like that score prediction. I really do, Philip. I really do. Kyle says, do you think they extend both Claypool and Mooney or let one go? If both play well, why not extend both? We have the money to do it, so we'll see what happens. KO Sports Talk says Bears 31, Green Bay 17. I love how we're already doing score predictions. We're still a couple weeks out from the season, but I love it. MC Fact says, appreciate the interaction on this live stream, Keek. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you as well. This is why I do it for you guys. Craig says, do you think Bears need another pass rusher? We could add one, but I think we're okay if we don't. Other than Fields, who would be a key injury you don't want to happen? I would say, for me, probably DJ Moore. I think we got DJ Moore, even a guy like Tremaine Edmonds. After investing so much in those guys, if any of those guys got hurt, that would be upsetting for sure. Thank you, Kyle Waddle. Also, hit that like button. It will definitely help the podcast. Appreciate that. Renewable and Rechargeable Review says, who do you got, Santos or Schmitz? Oh, man, that's going to be a tough battle. I think Santos ends up winning it. We put Schmitz on the practice squad. We'll see. I will answer this one question. I know he's been begging me to pay attention to him. Yeah, I will answer this one question. Don Burr asked me, once the Bears, I think he says, I'm trying to figure out because sometimes he doesn't know how to spell. So I'm trying to read it correctly because sometimes he has struggle spelling. He has struggle talking too. He's a what do you call those? I'm trying to look for the right words. He's a keyboard warrior. The one day I had actually live call-ins and it was actually working, he didn't call in. So I will answer his question right now. He says, if the Bears lose week 1, will you cancel your show? I don't know. I'll come back on that. I think all 7,200 of my subscribers would not appreciate that, Don Burr. So let me know when you get your first subscriber though, buddy. There we go. Thanks, Johanna Quinley. Keyboard bully. Rick Kelly, thanks, Keith. Good show. Yeah, thank you. No, Don Bro, there's been a lot of comments. Once again, there's been 30 people on the stream, so I really just didn't see your comments. That's on my daughter too. Sometimes when people are commenting fast, you just keep talking. But like I said, Don Bird, the invitation's still open. Week 11 and week 13, you can be my guest on this podcast, and I'm waiting for you. I am waiting for you, and I'm looking forward to it too. Because you can't be a keyboard bully when you're on live. You cannot be a keyboard bully when you're on live. It's going to be funny. Because by that time, too, week 11 and week 13, we're going to, you'll have a good, prediction of like, okay, where are the Bears at and where are the Lions at? So it's going to be fun. Yeah, Daniel Green, stupid comments, anyways. And that's the thing, people like that, sometimes you just have to let it ride. Let them keep talking. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Dennis Mooney, never. We're never going to cancel Keek on the Mic. Keek on the Mic is growing. And, if you look, maybe I do have 3 subscribers, but I think if we go on there right now, maybe I do have. Maybe Don Burr's right. Maybe I should cancel the show. Maybe I should give my show to him and see if he can do a better job. He'll probably have like one person in his stream, and that one person will be me. And the whole time I'm going to be like, Chicago versus everybody. Chicago versus everybody. That's all I'm going to comment the whole time on this podcast. Damn, I think I just lost a subscriber. I think Don Burr unsubscribed to my channel. Damn it. I actually loved that Don Burr was subscribed to the channel. Frank, I appreciate you. You said, love your show. I appreciate you, my friend. Mick Fact, to answer your question, yes, he is a troll. He has nothing better to do. This is what he does on a living. I can start the stream at midnight, my time, and Don Burr would be in here trolling. He probably has an alarm set. He definitely has the bell notification set. He said, someone asked him, are you a troll? This dude says, no, I'm a true. I don't even know if you know how to spell. I'm thinking you're saying, no, I'm a truther. Is that what you're trying to say? That I think you're trying to say that you tell the truth. Come on, Don Burr. If you're going to tell the truth, then tell the truth. Tell my loyal listeners. Tell them the truth. You got to tell them the truth, buddy. Come on now. Don Burr, I have a question for you. How old are you? How old are you? Do you have a wife or do you have a kids? I want to know your age. I want to know if you have, kids. You know a lot of stuff about me. I want to know more about you. Philip says, you're a professional analyst, great content, and your views of the Bears, good or bad, bear down. Yeah, I appreciate you. You didn't answer my question, Don Burr. I said, how old are you? Do you have a wife, kid, something? Or are you just a miserable older man going on a 25-year-old kid's podcast? I would love to know. I'm just trying to get to know you better, man. I'm trying to create the peace with you. Because if I'm going to have you on my show, I need to know more about you. I want to know more if if you're just a troll, maybe we should reconsider this whole show thing. One son and out of his way, out. Okay, let me read that again. One son and out it this way. I'm over. Okay, Don Burr. I have a master's in communication. You have to spell better for me, bro. You have to spell better for me. See, there's no pressure on you. You're just typing on a keyboard, bro. You're just typing on a keyboard. There should be no pressure. If you can't even type, how in the hell are you going to come on this podcast? You're going to make me lose fucking 30 subscribers. But I do want to say congratulations to your fiance. That is a big deal. That is a big deal. That's from the heart. Congratulations. Oh, come on. Hey, leave him alone. Don't do that to him. 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 Just that's too far. Okay, thank you, Don Burr, for correcting the sentence. One son, yes, I'm over 30 and I have a fiance. That, Don Burr, I'm still disappointed. That is a run-on sentence. Did you go to school? Once again, I have a master's in communication. That, my friend, is what you call a run-on sentence. You have to have commas, periods, something. See, I'm starting to question that. I'm starting to question you, Don Burr. I'm not sure if you can make it on this podcast. If you're not, I'm going to say it. If you're not educated, I don't think you can roll with me, brother. Oh, man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I really do. He says he has a lot of fans. Okay. The only fan you have is Pamela Henderson. That's the one subscriber you'll have is you and yourself and I. That's it, Don Burr. I promise you. See, look at you don't even that's not an excuse for typing fast. I type fast too. Doesn't mean I misspell words or do run-on sentences. Yeah, someone said, I tuned in for Bears talk and it's a Don Burr roasting session. The thing is, I was going to leave him alone today, but he's doing it to himself. He's doing it to himself. That's the funny thing. He wants it. He likes it. So, hey, if he likes it, go ahead and give it to him. Well, Don Burr, if you're gonna respond to my platform, you damn sure Skippity better use some punctuation in this podcast. Because once again, I am an educated man. And I'm just looking out for you, man. If you want to roast people, maybe be a little bit more educated with your responses. And stop saying the same shit. Kyle Waddle says Don Burr is really that toothless guy from Tiger King. Damn. Damn. Don, just log off, my boy. Just log off. Just log off. People on here making you look like a little boy. Someone said he probably this dude said he probably stay an 8 Mile. Oh, this is great. This is great. I love it. This is why I love Geek on the Mic listeners. This is the family. This is the family atmosphere. Hey, but Dom Purr, we're talking about you, buddy. Because you do not know how to spell, my friend, and it's actually bothering me. If you ask my mom, my dad, my wife, my grandma, everyone will tell you that. I even correct them at times. If they say something wrong or spell something wrong, you can ask them. I will correct them in a polite way, and I'm trying to do that to you. I'm trying to help you out. I don't want your fiance thinking you're dumb or anything. I'm just trying to help you out. Daniel Green, thank you for bringing it up. I'm an educated black man. I really love it. I love you. I appreciate you. Central Michigan graduate, buddy. Congratulations. Congratulations. Central Michigan. That's a big school, buddy. That's a big school. I would tell you where I graduated from, but I don't think that's pointless. I don't want to embarrass you. That's pointless. That's not even had anything to do with the Bears at that point. It's pointless. Oh man. Domber, you're funny. You're funny. He's trying to backtrack now. He's just trying to figure out anything like, man, what can I say? This 25-year-old kid is absolutely killing me right now. What can I say? You're sitting here, you're acting like Papa Doc right now from 8 Mile. I'm B Rabbit. I'm absolutely killing you right now. You have nothing to say, buddy. See, this at this point, he's just comical. This dude has nothing to say. He has nothing to say. I love Domberg, guys. I really do. That dude is persistent. This dude is persistent as hell. I give it to him because he knows that he's down. He knows he's getting roasted, but the dude keeps coming back for more. You have to give him his props. Philip says, Keek, you got to come out to a game here in Chi-Town. Tailgate all day long. That's the plan. The next time my dad and I come, I'm going to let you guys know, and we're going to come to a tailgate. But the problem is that you guys have to invite us to a tailgate, because I'm not from Chicago. We're from California. So we'll definitely pull up. Frank says mosquitoes are persistent too, Don Burr. So he's calling you a mosquito. Once again, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I had a good time interacting with you guys. I had a good time interacting with Don Burr. It is what it is at this point. I love every single one of you guys. Once again, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms to stay connected with all Keek on the Mic news. And once again, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button once again because I'm doing a massive giveaway beginning of August. You guys have all August to enter this giveaway, and I'll give out the prizes at probably the beginning of September, giving away signed jerseys, Keek on the Mic hat, shirts, and much, much more. But once again, you have to be a subscriber of the channel. But other than that, Bears fans, I will be back hopefully on Monday for another live Q&A right here on the podcast. But as always, love every single one of you guys. Hey, and bear down.